We're starting when I say we're starting. All right. So we're going to start our service on page 13. Page 13 in the blue books in front of you. Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Yasharet, Aleichem, Elyon. Mimelech, Mimelech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lachem leShalom, Malachei Yashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mimelech, Malchei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. La 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 Borchuni leShalom, Malachei Yashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mimelech, Mimelech, Malchei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mimelech, Mimelech, Malchei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. You go, la la la. One more time, la 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 la. Page 14. Yedid nefesh avarachaman meshochavedach eretzonach yarotzavedach kemo ayar yishtachaveh el mul adahara yerablo yedidotach minofetzon vechol kahal adurnahe ziva olam nafshi cholam ahavata ana elena refandala beharot no hazivach al tichazek vetitrapeh v'ha'ait alam zivkat olam lai la lai lai la lai 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 la lai 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 la lai la lai la lai Page 15. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzuri sheinu, lekad mafana betoda. Naria, naria, letzuri sheinu, bidmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. 40 שנה. 40 שנה כה בדור ואמרתו אל לבבהם, והם לא ידעו דרכי שנשפטתי ביפים יפור אל מנוחתי. Page 16, שירון הג'ודש. Four lines from the top. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותקל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותקל הארץ. יהינה מים, יהינה מים, יהינה מים, לא. יהינה מים, יהינה מים, יהינה מים, לא. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט אבל בצדק ועמים אמונתו. Page 17. אור זרו על הצדיק, אור איש לשמחה. אור זרו על הצדיק, אור איש לשמחה. שמחו צדיקים באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו. שמחו צדיקים באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו. Together. Lai, 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 la, la, lai, la, lai. La, 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 lai, la, lai. Lai, 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 la, 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 lai. La, la, lai, la, lai, 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 lai. לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט אבל בצדק ועמים במישרים. Page 19. Anybody who wants to come up here and join me for Romimu? This is the time. Anybody for Romimu? Maybe if I start. Romimu. Adonai Eloheinu, ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romimu. Adonai Eloheinu,
ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Kadosh Adonai.
Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romimo. Here we go again.
Ki.
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 Ki. Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romimo. Romimo Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Shachadu. Romimo Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Shachadu.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right. Page 20. Adonai lama boli yashava yeshev Adonai melech leolam Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. All right, we're on page 21 for Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shecho v'zachor b'diburecha ishmiyanu elam yuchar. Adonai echad shemo echad v'shemo letiferet b'tehila. Lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekora beracha merosh mikedem nesucha tov maaseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. מקדש מלך מלוכה, כל מצאים מתוך ההפכה, רם לך שבר מעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. התנערי מעפר תהומי, ושיביתי כבר תחמי, עמיה בן ישי ותלפי, קוראו אל נפשי נפשי ביעלה. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. התעוררי, כי מאורך מאורי, אורי אורי שידברי, דיבור אדוני עלייך נגלה. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Turn the page, לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, בך יחסו אריה ימי, ונבנתה עיר עתילה. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. והיו למשיסה שוסיים, ורחתו כל מבלעיים, יסיס עלייך אלוהים, כנצוץ חתן, חתן על כלה. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. lecha Dodi ligrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת הדור ונשמחה ונגילה לחדות. Very nice. Shabbat. Lechado. And now we rise and face the doorway to welcome the Sabbath spirit. Bohi b'shalom, aten et ba'ala, gam b'simecha v'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Bohi chala, chadodi likerat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela, cha-cha-cha lechadodi likerat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela, lechadodi likerat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela, lechadodi likerat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. All right. Yes, thank you, Jason. You may be seated. Page 23. Oh, dinavon beseva desheni beranani miulagir ki ashar Adonai tzuri velavla tabor naimanach yulavesh. Mikolot mayim rabim adirim משבריים מקורות מים רבים אדירים משבריים אדיר במרום אדיר במרום אדיר במרום Adonai, Adir b'marom, Adir b'marom, Adir b'marom, Adonai. Edotecha nemnu meyor, levitcha nava kodesh. Adonai, Adonai, leorech yamim. Erotecha nemnu meyor levetcha nava kodesh. Adonai, Adonai, leorech yamim. Adir b'marom la 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 la, Adir b'marom la 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 la, Adir b'marom la 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 la, Adonai. Adir b'marom la 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 la, Adir b'marom la 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 la, Adir b'marom Adonai. We'll take this opportunity for the mourners to rise, recite the mourners' Kaddish on page 24. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba, ve'alma divrach chilutei v'yamlich malchutei, ve'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivorach le'alam ra'al me'al maya. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Please rise. On page 27, as we begin the Mariv service with Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai Avorach Leolam Vaed. And you may be seated. ומביא יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל ביום ולילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד מחלנו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, אמרי ורבים. Please join me together in Ahavat Olam, page 29. אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך ביתה, עמך ביתה, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת, על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו וקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגד יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו, אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Let's join together for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Adonai Elohechem Amen. Page 32. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם, משה ובני ישראל הכנו שירה, בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף אלה נורא תהילות, אוסף אלה. מלכותך רעו בניך, פוגע ים לפני משה, זה לי, אנו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, לעולם, לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל. page 33. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu malekenu lechayim. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu malekenu lechayim. Ufros aleinu Sukkah shlomecha lechayim uleshalom me'ata v'yad olam. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamidenu malkeinu lechayim. ושמור צאתנו ונלחם ושלום מעתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. page 34. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. בני ובן בני ישראל עודי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורות ברית העולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יגדל ויתקדש שם רבה וילמד יברח חירותי וימלך מלכותי בחייכם ויומכם ובחיי כל בית ישראל. בגלה ובמכרים ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולם נעמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה טוב בחתה ונחמתה תמירה ביעלמה ויאמרו Amen. We'll take a few moments for a silent Amida, page 35b. יהיו לרצון עם לפי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי עושה שלום מרומא הוא יעשה שלום עלינו והכל והכל ישראל ואמרו אמן עושה שלום מרומא הוא יעשה שלום עלינו והכל והכל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו והכל והכל ישראל עושה שלום שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו והכל והכל ישראל. Page 48. Yid gadal v'yikadash. Oh, sorry, no. Go to page 47. We missed the page. ויחולו השמיים וירד וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים יום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא האל עליון קונה שמיים וארץ מגן אבות בדברו מחי מתים מאמרו האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו כי בם רצה להניח להם לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מיום הברכות אל ההודעות אדון השלום מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי ומניח בקדושה ליעמדו שני עונג זכר למעשה וראשית. Let's join together on page 48 at the top. Our God and God of our ancestors, find favor in our Shabbat rest. Instill in us the holiness of your mitzvot, and let your Torah be our portion. Fill our lives with your goodness and gladden us with your triumph. Cleanse our hearts so that we might serve you faithfully, lovingly and willingly, Adonai our God. Grant that we inherit your holy Shabbat, so that the people of Israel who hallow your name will always find rest on this day. Praise are you, Adonai, who hallows Shabbat. Yid gadal v'yikadash mirabah v'yalma livrach cheruteh v'yamlich malchuteh v'chai echon v'mechon v'chai decho ber Yisrael v'agalav v'zman kariv v'imru amen yehi shmera b'mevorach v'yalam onan me'ol maya יתברך, ימלך וישתבח וירפר ויתרומה ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתערב ויתהלל שמדי קודשה בריחו הלילה מגו בחטא ושרדש בחטא ונחמתה דמירם בעלמא ואמרו אמן יקבל צלותנו ואותנו כל ישראל קדמו ונשמעיה ואמרו אמן יש לנו משמע וחיים עלינו וכל ישראל ואמרו אמן עושה שלום אמרומה ויעשה שלום עלינו ולכל ישראל ואמרו Amen. We'll take this opportunity with everyone here Some of you have heard it outside, the Kiddush, before we started dinner, but I assume there are a few here who haven't heard it. So, page 49. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yavah u'v'ratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishir ki hu yom techilal lemikra'ei kodesh zecher yetziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'achar ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך ביבא וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים. It's the good stuff. Aleinu, page 51. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים עומדים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא לשמיים הסודות ומשמר לשמיים אנשי הזוגם הוא אלוהינו ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. You may be seated. Today, on the 25th day of Sivan, Temple Beshalom family commemorates with affection the yurtzites of Bella Munich, Clara Getz, Harry Braverman, Jonathan Pfeffer, Judith Gabernikoff, Max Blankoff, and Larry Gans. If you're reciting Kaddish for a loved one, if you'd like to mention their name at this time, please do so. Okay, in memory of all our beloved, the mourners rise now to recite the mourners Kaddish on page 52. Yid gadal v'yid kadash shemer haba be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'galal v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shemer haba mevorach le'alam ra'almei al-maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpahar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. You may be seated. Normally at this time we would have commenced with the installation and finished with Yigdal, but I think what we'll do today is do Yigdal now, and after the installation we'll finish with the prayer for Israel and the Hatikvah. So let's join together on page 53. יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח נמצא ויהנה אל מציאותו אחד בן יחיד כייחודו נעלם וגם אסוף ליחדותו אין לו דמות הגוף ואין הגוף לא נערוך אליו קדושתו קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא ראשון וראשית לראשיתו הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו ומלכותו, שפע נבואתו נתנו, אלא נשי סגולתו ותפארתו. לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד, נביא ומביר את אמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לימואל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו. לא חמיס ולא ימידתו לעולמים לזולתו, צופה ויודע סתרנו, מביא לסוף דבר בכרמתו. קומא לאיש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע רע כרשעתו, ישלח לקץ הימין משיחנו, לפדות מחקק את ישועתו. מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך הדיית שם תהילתו. מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך הדיית שם תהילתו. And now I call on our beloved Ellen Walk.
Shabbat Shalom, and a warm welcome to everyone in here and everyone joining us on live stream. I was just going to say, for those of you who don't know me, but Ofer blew my cover, but I will say it anyway because it leads to the next line. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ellen Walk, and I'm the incoming Vice President of Community Engagement. And it is my pleasure to work to engage my very favorite community, you, and everyone who's part of our wonderful synagogue. Hinei matov umanayim. Behold, how wonderful it is to be together. We will begin tonight's installation with words from the best cantor, one of the best cantors in the whole wide world, Cantor Ofer Barnoi.
Then I'll let you sit down here. Shabbat Shalom, dear friends. So as we approach this installation, I'd like to begin by saying tonight is a sacred moment. Not only because we gather in prayer and community, but because we install this new board of our synagogue, the leaders who will help guide TBS forward into a very bright future. This week's Torah portion, Shalach Lecha, and hopefully I'm not taking anything away from, okay, good, thanks God. Shalach Lecha offers us a powerful lesson about leadership. Moses sends 12 representatives of the people of Israel, leaders from each tribe, to scout the land of Israel. They all saw the same land, the same beauty, same challenges. But while 10 of them returned with fear, seeing only giants and insurmountable obstacles, 2 of them, Joshua and Caleb, returned with faith, a message of courage, a vision of hope. The difference wasn't in what they saw. The difference was in how they choose to react to what they saw. Leadership at its heart is about vision. Joshua and Caleb look through the lens of responsibility and belief. The land is very, very good, they said, and if God is with us, nothing can stand in our way. I believe that our incoming president and my good friend Sandy and our entire incoming executive board are like Joshua and Caleb. They look at TBS and see only possibilities for a bright future. Are there challenges to surmount? Sure. But they don't see them as insurmountable. They see their way to solutions and are willing to put their time and effort and devotion to apply those solutions on behalf of all of us. To our incoming board, let me say, you are not just managing a building and personnel. Rather, you are carrying forward a sacred mission. that was started by our founding families generations ago. And now the baton of leadership is being passed on to you and is entrusted to you. You are being asked to scout the path forward, to dream, to build, and to renew. TBS is a reflection of the journey that our people began in the desert when they built and maintained the movable Mishkan, the tabernacle, and eventually also the more permanent Beit HaMikdash in Jerusalem. And this tradition and legacy stretches all the way from back then, right here to this sanctuary. So, my blessing to the board and to the executive board. May God give you the eyes and vision of Joshua and Caleb to only see the good and the positive in this congregation and work diligently to improve upon the legacy being handed to you. May God bless you with wisdom, strength, and vision, and may this new chapter of our synagogue be written with courage and with kindness and with hope. Shabbat shalom. Okay, you can clap.
Okay. And now we call on Rebecca Altman to offer a commendation to the retiring trustees.
Shabbat shalom. You never want to follow the clergy, so just bear with me. I will be very brief as well. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our outgoing Board of Trustees members. Some of you are outgoing Board of Trustees, but incoming Executive Board and stepping up onto the Executive Board. Some of you, your 6-year term has come to an end, but have no fear, it is never goodbye, because in a year, we could be reinstalling you again. And some of you, although your term is over, you're being renewed again, and so you're an outgoing and an incoming Board of Trustees members. So that's why if you look what's listed, some of you are listed as outgoing, and then listed inside as coming back in. I would like to thank all of you for your effort, dedication, and time to TBS. For those who are continuing, thank you for all you do and will continue to do to help TBS thrive into the future. When I call your name, please rise. Boaz Ben Moshe, Janet Faber-Cooperman, David Dash, I saw David somewhere, Billy Goldstein, Ronit Hakimi, Jeffrey Horwitz, who is one of those who you'll see again later, Deborah Marchluski, Dana Moskowitz, Stephen Poulter, David Pollack, Ellen Walk, who will be continuing on the Executive Board, Rose Warshawski, who I'm sure will be back in a year from now, and Matthew Weinberg, who is also continuing on our Executive Board. Thank you to all of you.
I'm telling Rebecca not to go too far as we call Pearl Halegua to give a commendation to our retiring Vice President.
As you can see, they do recycle. I'm back. I was strong-armed, actually, by this very gentle person.
If I had to do it 3 times, then
Right. If I have to list Rebecca's, all the things that she's done for Beth Shalom, as you can see, it's quite a long list.
but it's a black list.
That you weren't supposed to. But instead of reading you the whole Megillah, you're going to get the Cliff Notes here. She has served every role that the temple has asked of her. President, vice president, twice. I had the honor of having her as my vice president. And last year, she headed up the religious school. It is said that she has 5 TBS name tags for the different roles she has played. And she's so on top of it that when I showed up this evening, she gave me my new one. She is the driving force behind Club TBS and many other fundraisers to support our beloved temple. And I'm just going to add that change isn't easy, and during your term as president, as vice president, a lot of things happened here at Beth Shalom, including COVID and so many other things. And you stepped up with Debbie and Michael, and you took care of a lot of changes, and that isn't easy. And when you're sitting in that seat of president, you get a lot of flack, and you hung in there, and you came back to do it again. So you're a very strong woman, Yasher Koach. And, you know, when I turned the gavel over to you, I said, and I also gave you a bottle of scotch. I wanted to know if you had a drink.
Empty.
Okay. Anyway, mazel tov and all that you've done. And you could
You want to say this together, or do you-
I'll give it to Greg. And I'm calling up Debbie.
Just to keep up with the formality, next we will have Pearl Halegua offer a commendation to our retiring president, Debbie Dubaski.
As another strong woman, she served as VP of Membership, secretary then for 3 years under Michael Shore as the executive VP, and 2 years as president. And these past 5 years have seen us deal with COVID, as I mentioned for Rebecca. And not only did she have to deal with COVID and the other problems here, she has, you know, the light job of being a cardiologist and having to run her own medical practice and a million other things. And I just wanted to say, as a teacher, when I was watching what they had to deal with, both Rebecca and Debbie and Michael then, it was, it's very hard to all of a sudden put teaching online and have to deal not only with our Hebrew school, but dealing with your own children, having to navigate the world at that time. And you didn't only take care of the Hebrew school, you were running errands for people throughout a community and picking up groceries and picking up medical supplies, and that did not go unnoticed, and that was major. And change we had a lot of changes during your tenure, and Yasher Koach to you as well. These past 5 years have seen us deal with COVID and many other changes in staff and in leadership of TBS, all under your tenure. And you did a great job, and Yasher Koach to you in all that you do.
It's all your fault. Thank you.
And beautiful flowers for a
Thank you.
beautiful lady. And
Thanks.
thank you on behalf of everyone here in the
Thank you.
TBS community.
Thank you.
And I will get out of your way.
I have a little bit of something to say. So it's finally here, the end of my term as president of Temple Beth Shalom. It's been an interesting 2 years. Who would have imagined that we would have experienced anything like what happened on October 7th? Our community, as expected, rallied together and supported the State of Israel in an extraordinary fashion. Not only did we raise substantial funds, but we used them to purchase needed goods for the troops and the affected residents. So often, I send a check to a needy organization, but never have I ever seen my money at work making a tangible difference like we did. Our community also embarked on a robust letter-writing campaign to the IDF troops, and we know, because individual writers received responses, that this effort was received and appreciated. Unfortunately for us here at home, the programs and initiatives that we had envisioned were put on hold, but still, we soldiered on. We welcomed a new rabbi, Rabbi Ben Gideon. We said goodbye to our assistant rabbi, Rabbi Rosenthal, as she embarked on the next stage of her professional journey, accepting a position as a senior rabbi in Melville. We also said goodbye to our religious school director, Sharon Solomon, as she embarked on a new opportunity at Merrick Jewish Center. Throughout the changes, we stayed strong. Through these 2 years, I've grown as a woman, a Jew, and a leader. I've met people here that I might not have had the pleasure to have met before. I've learned so much about Judaism and about Roslyn, and I've become more confident in who I am. I've set an example for my children and my nieces about giving back to your community and trying to make a difference wherever you go. I want to thank Rabbi Ben Gideon for leading me in our synagogue these past 2 years. He's taught me so much, and I am grateful to him for being my spiritual advisor and for leading our congregation. I speak for all when I wish him and his family best wishes on their journey ahead. I want to thank the past presidents who've guided me with love and encouragement. I want to thank the Board of Trustees for their support, and of course, the Executive Board for their support and leadership to us all these past 2 years. Our office staff, led by Eileen Borer, started as colleagues but are now friends. I especially want to thank our congregation for their friendship and encouragement. We share a love of TBS, and I know that this love will continue into the future. To Rebecca Altman, I shout out a special thank you. At the beginning of this tenure, I said that I did not want anything to come between us and the friendship that my family and your family shared. Our friendship is even stronger than the day this all started. You have the pulse on what happens here at TBS, and you are ostensibly the face of TBS when we leave the building. So much of my education here is because of you. As a cardiologist, I'm trained to react and act quickly, to make snap judgments and solve problems at the moment. As a temple president, you've taught me to stop and think, to consider, and then to act, a very good skill to have developed. To our incoming president, Sandy Berger, congratulations and best wishes for a successful term. I hope you find it as rewarding as I have. And in your honor, I have a little poem. A new voice rises, a fresh chapter begins. The gavel descends where old leadership ends. With purpose and vision, a path now unseen, our new president, Sandy, steps onto the scene. From the ark's sacred shadow to community's plea, he carries the hopes for all eyes to see. Of welcome and learning, of kindness and grace, building warmth and connection in this holy place. With wisdom and spirit, his journey takes flight, guiding our future with purpose and light. May his tenure be blessed and his efforts inspire, fulfilling the promise of our sacred desire.
Thank you, Debbie. Next, we call upon Steve Zeldis for the hat trick of installations. The installation of the officers and trustees, of the executive vice president, and then the president. Thank you so much, Steve.
I'll make this very brief. The officers, I'll read the list. Now, many of them have just been retired, but I'm taking the short retirement to an end as they're being reinstalled. For Vice President Administration, we have Leonard Bergman. Vice President Community Engagement, Ellen Walk. Vice President Education, Pearl Halegua. Vice President Finance, Jared Wasserman. Vice President Religious Affairs, Michael Mand. Treasurer, Alan Goldstein. and Secretary Lamore Mann. We also have a new member on the executive board, Matt Weinberg. Matt Weinberg and his wife Jen and their family joined Temple Beth Shalom in 2020. Matt and his children have attended the TBS religious school since 2018, and he served on the Board of Trustees since 2023. He and his wife Jen are presently on the Board of Education, and Jen is a former Sid Jacobson JCC preschool teacher. Matt and Jen currently live in Roslyn. He likes to claim that he is a true lifelong Long Islander. He grew up in Merrick and graduated from NYU's Tisch School. Matt is the co-founder and president of a digital agency which is widely known for its in the interactive industry for its award-winning web and mobile applications. We are honored to have Matt to be joining the executive board and are overjoyed that he and Jen, along with their children, are committed to Temple Beth Shalom. Matt, why don't you stand up? Thank you. And now I'm going to reinstall and install members of the board. Why don't you stand briefly when I call your name? Rebecca, for the Board of Trustees with the term ending in 2028, Rebecca Altman, Carol Canova, Adam Lilling, Evan Wagner, Karen Beyer, Debbie Dubowski, David Novich, Claire Brockstein, Jeffrey Horwitz, and Alan Simchai. For the Board of Trustees, term ending 2027, Rodney Davudi, Arlene Katz, Michael Margulies, Madeline Yosefzada, Lauren Director, Zachary Klein, Howard Newman, Danny Goldberg, Mark Magid, Mitchell Weisner. And finally, for the Board of Trustees with a term ending in 2026, Ellen Ben-Levy, Michael Gilbert, Brian Colin, Francis Shaw, Janet Faber-Cooperman, Carrie Gordon, Gil Lipper, Jill D., Marilyn Jocks, and Dana Moskowitz. Congratulations to all of you. And now, by the authority vested in me by our future president, Sanford M. Berger and Ellen Walk, you are now officially installed as members of the Board of Trustees. And now it's my great joy that, one more thing, I forgot the executive vice president. Michael Shaw has been a member here for many years. He's served as executive vice president, and we're pleased that he will now be executive vice president and guide us in the future. Michael Shaw. And now with great joy, we are here to install Sandy Berger as the next president of Temple Beth Shalom. Our incoming president is not just a leader, he's been a pillar of this community. Sandy joined Temple Beth Shalom in 1994, and over 31 years, I can say with certainty that we've all benefited from him being a member of Temple Beth Shalom. I want to enumerate some of his contributions to the synagogue. Some are obvious, but some are not less apparent. I want you all to know that we all know that he served as cantor for the service in the chapel for many, many years. He's a regular participant in the daily minyan and Shabbat services, and he frequently leads our services as a Shluach Tzibur, and his sermons have been always thoughtful and inspirational. He's a frequent leader in Shiva minyans, where he offers comfort to families in mourning. He's been vice president of religious affairs and has been a member of the Religious Affairs Committee. He's been a member of the Rabbinical Search Committee, and he frequently is the shomar during Shabbat services. He was the chairman of the very memorable Dancing with the Stars fundraiser, And he also plays the drums. I was a little disappointed there are no drums here tonight. His children, Elias and Anna, attended the Hebrew school and have had their bar and bat mitzvah in this sanctuary. Elias and he have led a summer service together, which has been a very meaningful tradition, and we hope that this will continue for years to come. In addition, he's contributed his architectural skills to our temple. Some of his projects have included renovation of this bima. He changed the steps to make them safer. He added the plinth, which is over there, which has helped congregants safely get up to the bima. And he's made improvements to the entrance and exterior of our temple. His involvement in the religious life of our synagogue is constant and heartfelt. He brings deep, thoughtful humility and unwavering dedication to everything he does. Whether he's shaping our prayer services or enhancing our building or playing the drums, he always leads with care, integrity, and skill. Today we are honored not only for his past contributions, but the future he's going to help build. We are grateful to have such a devoted and capable leader guiding Temple Beth Shalom in the future. Please join me in installing our new president, Sanford M. Berger, with our deepest gratitude and full support.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, Chaverim. I stand before you tonight with deep humility, hopefully with some humor, profound gratitude, and a renewed sense of responsibility. It has been over 30 years since I first joined this sacred community. You know me, and you know my heart, and you know my commitment to this congregation. This temple has been more than just my spiritual home. It has been the rhythm of my life and that of my family. And now, I am deeply honored to accept the role of president. I want to thank my predecessor. Dr. Debbie Newman-Dabowski. Where are you, Deb? Hi, Deb. For her tireless work on behalf of our entire congregation. These past 2 years, actually 8, Debbie, these were not easy times to be a leader, and you embraced your position with a full heart, an intense love for Judaism, and a warm spirit. And I want to thank Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you. For being our executive vice president, working beside you. Rebecca, your presence, your dedication, your love for Temple Beth Shalom have been unwavering. As I reflected on this moment, I am guided by the teachings of Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs and his 7 principles of Jewish leadership. The first is simple, yet very powerful. Leadership begins with taking responsibility. In Genesis, we read story after story of people avoiding responsibility. Adam blamed Eve. Cain denied being his brother's keeper. But in Exodus, something changes. Moses could have turned away. He could have stayed silent, watching injustice unfold. Instead, he stood up again and again. Our leaders are called to action, and Abraham's answer to that call was just one word, Hineni, here I am. To lead a congregation is to say Hineni, not once, but repeatedly. It is noticing who needs care, what requires courage, when to act, and how to respond with compassion, even when it's very hard to do. But as Rabbi Sachs also reminds us, no one leads alone. Jewish leadership is shared. It is rooted in community. Even Moses needed Aaron and Miriam and the strength of others to help carry the burden. That is why I view this moment not as a solo responsibility, but as a sacred shared opportunity. Together, we will draw from our rich traditions while keeping our eyes open to the future.
Leadership, after all, is vision-driven, and our vision must strengthen our connections, welcome every voice, and help each member to be seen, heard, and valued at this, our TBS home. And my hope is that this will begin with Minyan. You see, Minyan is the lifeblood of Jewish community. It is 10 souls, 10 voices, and 10 reasons not to give up. If you want to help, come to Minyan. Come when it's easy, come when it's hard. Come when someone else needs you there. And when you do, something will come into focus. You will see clearly that we are in this together. Your presence matters. It sustains something sacred. When we gather to mourn or to mark a simcha, we do so as one. You will see the holiness of our Kehila Kadosha, our sacred community. I believe in this congregation, not just as it is, but as it can be. I believe that together we can continue to build our community of compassion, tradition, and meaning. And I believe that the most lasting form of leadership isn't control. It is relationships. It is about teaching and learning. It is as simple as just showing up. I have had many honors in the service of this congregation. I was the Chazan Sheni for 15 years, as well on Shabbat and Chagim. I've helped lead the Shiva services, chaired many committees, and most recently, I think I have had my new favorite joy, which is the Mishpacha services. But one of the greatest pleasures that weaves through each one of these moments has been sharing the beautiful melodies, the nusach and the nigunim that connect us to something deeper and timeless. As we gather tonight, I am truly honored to serve with this slate of executive officers and the entire board of trustees as I become the next president of our great temple, Temple Beth Shalom. Thank you for your trust, for your presence, and for being part of this journey. Let's move forward together with strength, with unity, and always with a full heart. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lezman hazeh. Shabbat shalom.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's turn to page 149. Let's recite together the prayer on behalf of the State of Israel, and we'll conclude with Hatikva. After we're done here with Hatikva, there is an onig that's been prepared for you, some refreshments in the gallery. Avinu shebashamayim tzur Yisrael vegoalo, ברך את מדינת ישראל, ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו. הגן עליה בעברת חסדך ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך, ושלח אורך ועמיתך לראשיה, שריה ויועציה, ותקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך. חזק את ידי מגני ארץ קודשנו, והנחילם אלוהינו ישועה, בעטרת ניצחון תעטרם. ונתת שלום בארץ ושמחת עולם ליושביה, נאמר אמן. כל עוד בלבה ופנימה, נפש יהודי הומייה, ולפתי מזרח קדימה, עין לציון צופיה. עוד לא עבדה תקוותנו, התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון בירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון בירושלים. Shabbat Shalom. You're up. Here we go.
Ahora sí apaga las luces, no. Ahora sí o no.